season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now it's Newman.
He'll buy some time right.
There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. On first down, Newman.
They'll roll him out right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Newman.
Out to his left. He's to the 10, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Mixon.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now Newman.
Steps away. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him, a passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give. This is Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
They go play action with Newman. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Mixon with a first down carry. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Newman. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 54 yards. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Cousins again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Now Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now Newman on first down. Rolling to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A handoff to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Mixon trying to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Takes this to the 27, given 4 yards. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And what a big 2020 season for the Saints for this 3rd-round pick in 2017 out of Florida Atlantic. Now, he signed with the Bengals back in March, but for New Orleans last year, 13.5 sacks, which tied Aaron Donald for the NFC lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Newman on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. How about that? Their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right? We make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Here's Newman to throw.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Newman.
On the move to his left. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A first down throw for Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Newman on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Smith with a 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Newman looking to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Newman. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. From the 27, Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, Phillips. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in Orchard Park, a couple of blue-collar cities doing battle. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 35 on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen. Complete. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Vikings. 57. Mike, 57.
Cousins now from the 50. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 22 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, Phillips. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the shotgun, Newman. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch it divide. Here we go.
Here's Newman. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
I know he ain't got it. Check 52. He's checking.
Out of the gun, Newman sliding out of the pocket. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On first down, Mixon, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Vikings 35-yard line.
Newman. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He can't hang.
They go play action with Newman.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check 31. Check 31. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game up. Check 37. Check.
Now Newman.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Cincinnati. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the former Viking first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much up. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cousins again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Cousins now to throw on first down. Johnson's got it complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To the air again, it's Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. Cook. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. So he has to lean on that guy right now.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now it's Newman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Newman. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And they'll throw on first down with Newman, eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Newman to throw on 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Uzomah. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?